Honeybees, any of a group of insects in the family Apidae, that in a broad sense includes all bees that make honey. Apis mellifera, the domestic honeybees, this species is also called the European honeybee or the Western honeybee. All honeybees are social insects and live together in nests or hives. The honeybee is remarkable for the dancing movement it performs in the hive to communicate information to its fellow bees about the location, distance, size, and quality of a particular food source in the surrounding area. With the exception of Apis mellifera, all other Apis species are confined to the parts of southern or southeastern Asia. There are two honeybee sexes, male and female, and two female castes. The two female castes are known as workers, which are females that do not attain sexual maturity, and queens, females that are larger than workers. The males, or drones, are larger than the workers and are present only in early summer. The workers and queens have stingers, whereas the drones are stingerless. Queen honeybees store sperm in a structure known as spermatheca, which allows them to control the fertilization of their eggs. Thus, the queen can lay eggs that are either unfertilized or fertilized. Unfertilized eggs develop into drones, whereas fertilized eggs develop into females, which may either be workers or virgin queens. Eggs destined to become queens are deposited into queen cells, which are vertical cells in the honeycomb that are larger than normal. After hatching, future queens will have a specific diet by feeding royal honey from the salivary substance of the worker bees. If not fed that type of diet, females will turn into worker bees.
Although the various bumblebee and honeybee species both belong to the Apidae family, bumblebees belong to the Bombus genus and honeybees to the Apis. Their appearance is different as well. Bumblebees are round and fuzzy, honeybees are smaller and thinner. It would be easy, in fact, to mistake them for wasps. And while honeybees have a clear distinction between head and abdomen, bumblebees are all in one piece. Honeybees also have two clear sets of wings, a larger set in front and a smaller set in back. Hypersocial honeybees live in hives with tens of thousands of their brethren. Those hives can either be domesticated colonies kept by beekeepers or wild ones found in hollow trees. As their name suggests, they are honey producers, and their long-lived colonies survive the winter intact. The queen, in fact, can live for some 3 to 4 years. Bumblebees are social too, but not to the same extent. Where honeybees build hives, bumblebees live in nests with up to a few hundred fellow bees. These nests are found exclusively in the wild and can often be found in burrows or holes in the ground. In fact, the queen, which is the only member of a bumblebee colony to survive the winter, hibernates in the ground. Bumblebees are not honey producers, or rather, what they produce is for self-consumption in the nest. Bumblebees are better pollinators. The reason for this is eminently practical. As there are more species of bumblebees, there is a wider variety in lengths of tongue and thus the kinds of flowers they feed on. They are fast workers, and because of their larger bodies, can carry larger loads. The one advantage honeybees have is communication. They actually perform a dance to let their fellow workers know where good supplies of pollen can be found. Although this is good for their colony and honey production, it can actually be a disadvantage in terms of pollination. Whereas honeybees will rush off to mine a certain pollen source, bumblebees will stay around, patiently working an extended area until it's fully pollinated. Honeybees can only sting once before dying. Bumblebees can sting multiple times, but they do not form swarms like honeybees, and they only sting when truly provoked.